Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about the hottest comics released in October 27th, 2021. And wowzers, it is a huge week. But first, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you're most excited for. I'm really thrilled to see what you guys are excited for because I just love talking about comics. And the fact that the comic industry is going through kind of a tough time right now with paper shortages, comic books being delayed, things like that, it really piques my interest to see what everybody's really reading right now. So let's dive right into my top picks. It's going to start off with House of Slaughter #1. And boy, have I been waiting for this comic. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this comic. It's the first spin-off series to kick off from Something's Killing the Children from Boom Studios. And it's written by James Tynion IV and Tate Bromball, and it's drawn by Chris Shane and Weather Delarada. And, you know, so it includes all of the famous people that you really love for Something's Killing the Children is going to help on board with this one. And I think that's just so fun and unique. There is some incredible variant covers for this one. If you were lucky enough to get your local comic book shop to grab you one of these, there is some bangers. So this one discovers the inner workings of the House of Slaughter in this new horror series exploring the secret history of the order that forged Erica Slaughter into monster hunter she is today. You know Aaron Slaughter as Erica's handler and rival, but before he donned the black mask, Aaron was a teenager training within the House of Slaughter. Surviving within the school is tough enough, but it gets even more complicated when Aaron falls for a mysterious boy destined to be his competition. So I cannot wait. I am super excited, and let me know what covers you guys are picking up because I think I'm going to be picking up a few of them. We also have Batman Fortnite Foundation #1. This one's written by Scott Snyder and Christos Gage, Donald Mustard, drawn by Joshua Nixon, with some beautiful covers by Greg Capullo and Alex Gardner. And this one is going to be very popular again with the Batman Fortnite crew because it does include a code. And the code includes is Batman Who Laughs. So I know a lot of people really want the Batman Who Laughs outfit in their Fortnite game. So very cool. It also comes with an exclusive Fortnite loading screen code, so that should be interesting. And coming directly from the best-selling groundbreaking Batman Fortnite 0 Point miniseries, because it's oversized one-shot that brings the action from the island to Gotham City. If you thought the Batman Fortnite saga was over, think again. It only gets bigger from here. So super interested. I've already gotten tons of phone calls for this comic. I mean, everybody needs their Fortnite skins. I get it, and if that's your thing, yeah. We also have Gunslinger Spawn #1. Now, this title was originally supposed to release last week, but due to printing complications and paper shortage, you know, they were only able to print so many of the covers, and therefore they couldn't fulfill all the orders, and they just wanted to wait until they got every single cover printed before they sent it out. So, written by Todd McFarlane and Alice Cott, Brett Booth, and various others are drawing, introducing the launch of the second new monthly title spinning out of Spawn Universe. With one of the most popular characters in the entire Spawn mythology, this book contains 3 separate gunslinger stories, each taking a look at his journey through time from the Wild Wild West to the 21st century. Will his 200-year-old past come back to haunt him as he navigates the strange world of 2021? Get ready for the past and present to collide in this new ongoing title. And to me, Gunslinger Spawn is one of the coolest Spawns. He is so interesting to me. I think the fact that he's taken from a previous time and thrown into our world, and he has like different guns and different ideologies and things like that. I really am interested in him, and I'm really looking forward to this title. We also have another book that was supposed to release last week, but again, due to the paper shortage, Nita Hawe's Nightmare Blog #1. I am very excited for this one. It is written by Rodney Barnes, drawn by Jason Son Alexander and Patrick Reynolds, my bad, sorry. And it is from the universe of the Eisner-nominated series Philadelphia. It comes a terrifying new tie-in series by acclaimed Marvel writer Rodney Barnes and fan-favorite Spawn artist Jason Shawn Alexander. Jimmy Sangrista might have left Maryland for the vampire-infested city of Philadelphia, but there is still untold evil lurking the streets of Baltimore. The demon Corson has surfaced from the underworld to possess a once-wronged man, and his vengeance will come at the cost of humanity's despair. But Jimmy's former lover, Nita Hawe, a woman with demons of her own, has begun a quest to root the evil of her city. Guided by the demons with her of her own, has begun a quest to root the evil out of her city. Guided by the ghost of her dead brother, she must come to terms with her own past, lest she join her brother in a state worse than death. I am a huge Philadelphia fan. I think Philadelphia is so unique. And it's so unique to the vampire world. I am a big vampire person. I love vampires. And Philadelphia has brought something to the table I've never seen in vampires before. And I really enjoy that. I love that idea. And I love Rodney Barnes' concepts of things. And so, a Philadelphia spinoff, very excited. I cannot wait. We also have DC versus Vampires #1. Speaking of vampires, DC has to get their own little flavor into things. And this one kind of reminds me of like Deceased, but with, vampires. And I am very interested. It's written by James Tynion IV and Matthew Rosenberg, and is drawn by Otto Schmidt. The Justice League has long protected Earth from all manner of foreign and alien invaders over the years, always keeping a vigilant eye to the skies for the next threat. But what if the threat was already walking the Earth, hiding in plain sight, watching, waiting for their moment to strike? In the tradition of Deceased comes a terrifying new series from the twisted minds of James Tynion IV, Matthew Rosenberg, and Otto Schmidt that will tear the Justice League apart in their war with the undead. So, this one just seems like a really fun one to collect and read, especially with those gorgeous Francis Mattina covers. I think they're really cool. I do wish they had like horror movie homage covers like Deceased did. I think that would have been very interesting to see a bunch of different vampire movies, get their little homage, like Lost Boys and things like that. That would have been really interesting, but I'm still all up for it. Now time for our series shoutouts. Now these are comics I don't necessarily expect to be the most bought this week, but they are ones I'm incredibly interested in, and I kind of want to just let you guys know, maybe if you're at your local comic book shop, you take a peek or two, pick one up if they interest you. Let's see. So I'm starting off with Hellcop #1. It's another new Image comic. It's written by Brian Hamberlin and drawn by Brian Hamberlin and Jaron Van Dyke. They did a book recently that I really enjoyed called Sonata, which I really, really liked. And then they did Jules Verne's Lighthouse. Again, a really cool one. So I was already interested once I saw his name. And welcome to Hell. When mankind first broke through the walls between dimensions, nothing could have prepared them for what they would find in known reality plane 1301A. It was absolute hell, literally. A covert security force was quickly assembled to patrol the hell plane and ensure that none of the nastier Denzines made their way Earthside. They were duped, and the pan-dimensional security corps, the Hellcops. So this one really piqued my interest when I saw the 1 in 10, because the 1 in 10 had Spawn on it. And who else is from Hell? Spawn. So it makes sense that the Hellcops would run into Spawn. So I'm very interested to see where this one goes. And hopefully it's a really cool story and I really enjoy it and I keep picking it up, because later issues I've seen have these really cool Playboy Bunny homage called Play Demon covers, and I really like those. I think they're very interesting and cool. We also have Batman, the Long Halloween Special #1. This one got pushed back a couple weeks, actually. It's written by Jeff Loeb, it's drawn by Tim Sale. I know a lot of people have been really interested in this one. They did have that new animated movie, Part 1 and Part 2 of The Long Halloween that just came out, so I do think this is on people's minds quite a bit. 25 years ago, you thought you knew the whole story of Batman and the Long Halloween. Now, legendary creators Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale return to Gotham City to reveal that no secret remains buried forever. Join us for the return of Batman Halloween specials and a mystery that could destroy Batman, Commissioner Gordon, Two-Face, and, well, that would be telling, wouldn't it? So, I'm really looking forward to this. I love Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. I think they've done some incredible work over the years, so to see them returning, it sounds really fun. We also have Moon Knight #4. I've totally been digging Moon Knight. I think Jen McKay's doing a great job. I think it's really fun and interesting, and I cannot wait to see what keeps doing. It seems really, really cool the way things are going with this. So, A Night in the Life. From waking till midnight, Moon Knight's life is filled with peril. A mysterious foe attacks from a new and unexpected direction, an old friend comes to visit, and Moon Knight finds himself answering the same question over and over again. Why do you wear the mask? Featuring a guest appearance from the Stripe sensation Tigra. So I have been really enjoying the way they play off of his insanity and, you know, the different types of Moon Knights, and there's been some really interesting villain choices, so I can't wait to see what keeps going on that. We also have Swamp Dogs #1. It is a new Scout comic, part of their horror imprint, Black Cavern. And I am really interested in this one because it gives me very horror homage feels to it in the main cover. And it sounds pretty interesting. So they came from the swamp, the scummiest squad of Confederate soldiers brought back to life by powerful voodoo magic. They crave power, carnage, and female flesh. They are the Swamp Dogs. Now, young lovers, Anya and Violet and their friends from the goofy stoner metal band, the Grunch, will unknowingly fall into their ghoulish nest, bear witness to a rock-licking, gore-fest straight out of the shocking grindhouse and revengeful blaxilation of 1970s and the cult horror classics of the 1980s with a modern twist. So, very, very cool. I love it when super independent comics really get a time to shine, and this one definitely seems like it's going to get a little bit of spotlight. So I'm expected this one to be a little popular this week. We also have Ice Cream Man #26. It's been a while since we've gotten a new Ice Cream Man, and I think W. Maxwell Prince definitely will have some cool features in store for us for waiting so long. So unfortunate ancestry. Some families are completely sideways. And, you know, that cover B, in my opinion, is a really cool cover. I think Ice Cream Man is probably the start of certain horror anthology comics that have been released lately. Ice Cream Man definitely, I think, started the trend of horror comics being super popular. I mean, I remember when this first came out and everybody was like, oh my god, what is this? This is weird and different. And, you know, to me, I think we don't deserve W. Maxwell Prince. I think he is so above our time and really amazing. And I think we're going to look at his work 10, 20 years down the line and be like, wow, this was incredible. So I'm really excited for Ice Cream Man to return. Now time for our late printings. We have quite a few this week, so let's just get on through it. If you missed your chance to miss any of these, now is your moment. So Barbaric #1, 4th printing. Basilisk #1, 3rd printing. #2, 3rd printing. And #3, 2nd printing. And I love it when the late printings have very similar covers, but yet it's very subtly different. So I really like these late printings. We also have Dead Box #1, 2nd print. Human Remains #1, 2nd print. Kang the Conqueror #2, 2nd print. I know this one sold out pretty quickly because there is a big change in this comic that a lot of people were excited about. Keen Spawn #1, 2nd print. Last Book You'll Ever Read #1, 3rd print. Me You Love in the Dark #1, 3rd print. Phantom Star Killer #1, 4th print. It is a glow in the dark variant as well. Primordial #1, 2nd print. Shang-Chi #3, 2nd print. And #4, 2nd print. That's going to be all for my comics this week. There is so many more that I just didn't even get to talk about. So go ahead and check out your local comic book shop this Wednesday, October 22nd, to see all these titles and many more. Have a great day.